everybody. This is Dusty Roberts with Luv-A-Rug Services Inc. right here in beautiful Victoria, BC, Canada. And I have a tip for my competition. It's tip number 4. And here it is. Don't be afraid of the water. Woo! Oh my gosh. You know, I grew up as a carpet cleaner, cleaning carpets for my dad, using low volumes of water, very low volumes of water, very little water, as a matter of fact, because we were afraid. We're afraid of the water because when you get a rug wet, the colors are going to bleed, they're going to run, the colors are all going to disappear, the rug's going to shrink, the rug's going to warp, the rug's going to rot. You're going to end up with unhappy customers. You're going to buy a rug. All those things, they happen. They happen all the time. You know what? I have competition. They come to us all the time who have messed up the rugs because, well, they decided, well, that they were going to outcompete Luv-A-Rug. And they actually went out and got certification. They got some sort of a certification that said that they were some sort of a wool rug expert. 2-day class, maybe a 3-day class, maybe a 5-day class. And that is just enough time to make you dangerous. You know what I'm talking about because you've done it before. You've done it. You've gone out and you've done that and it made you dangerous. And I know you've done it because a lot of you folks watching right now, you bring rugs to us when you screw them up. It happens. I see it. Sometimes the colors, well, you have run the colors. Sometimes you've shrunk the rug. Sometimes you've warped the rug. Sometimes the rug's gone all brown or yellow, or the rug still stinks, the fringes are falling off, whatever. You bring them to us, we fix them for you. You know, it took me many years to get as good as I am at this. I'm a master rug washer, but the first time I ever saw that happening, that is all that water, about 25 years ago, I went on a mission to find out how to wash rugs, clean rugs better. And I'd never actually seen a rug being washed properly. And I believe it was Springfield, Massachusetts, the first time I actually saw a rug being washed with fire hoses like you just saw there. And when I first saw it, because I was a carpet cleaner, used to be very careful with how much water I put on a rug, my jaw dropped. I was like in shock that these guys were getting a rug that wet. I actually said, you can't do that. And then I think there were 3 guys on the wash floor, and they looked at me like I was nuts. Because you know what? I didn't know what I was talking about. They knew what they were doing. They're master rug washers. They knew how to wash rugs fully, safely, completely, so that when the rugs were all done, their clients would fall in love with their rugs all over again. And hey, I was a carpet cleaner. All I saw was so much water on the rug, I thought it was going to be ruined. Boy, I was wrong. But it did start me on a mission to be better, to be the best. And you know, I had to do a lot of traveling. I actually had to find somebody who would take me on as a trainee to really learn this, to work alongside them in a really busy operation to really learn how to do this properly. And again, we're not talking a 2-day or a 3-day class. We're talking like a long-term deal where I actually had to learn alongside a master rug washer. And I learned a lot. I learned how to do this safely. I learned how to do this without damaging a rug. And well, here we are. Luv-A-Rug. We are the #1 rug washer, maybe in all of Canada. And the rug galleries, they send rugs to us when they have rugs that are messed up. And so do other cleaners. They send them to us. And so if you really want to compete against us, you're going to have to not be afraid of the water. You saw me using all that water there? Remember this. $3,000 a month, that's our water bill that we expect to see here at Luv-A-Rug. $3,000 worth of water every month to wash rugs. You know, if I don't see a big bill to wash rugs, I know there's something really wrong. Either we're not washing rugs right or our business is way off, and that doesn't happen. We always have huge bill. It gets bigger because we use so much water. We refuse to use our recycled water. You know, There are companies that do that. They actually literally, they use the same water over and over and over again all day long. It's the most stinky, polluted, contaminated cesspool tank tub of water. Can you believe it? We don't do that. It's always fresh, clean water. That's why we have such a big water bill, because we refuse to cut corners. So if you want to compete with us, you're going to have to be prepared to use a lot of water, get the training like us, and no, I'm not going to train you. Sorry, guys. That's not going to happen. If you're my competition, if you're here in British Columbia, I'm not training you. We're not taking you on. But you're going to have to find someone that will take you on as a trainee over a long period so you can actually wash hundreds of rugs alongside a real master rug washer to learn the fundamentals of this business. Again, not the 2-day, 3-day, 5-day class. We're talking real training where you're in a real rug washing plant. I'm not talking about a place that's trying to sell you cleaning chemicals or shampoos or even rug washing machines, because they all have vested interest in you just buying their stuff. You need to work with somebody who actually makes their money washing rugs, and that's what we do right here at Luv-A-Rug. So you got to learn. The tip is, if you want to compete against us, tip number 4 is use a lot of water and be prepared to pay a lot for water, because now you're going to have to pay for it. Unlike your truck mount or your bonnet pad cleaning machine, whatever you're using right now, hardly use any water. You probably are just using your customer's water anyhow, so you don't even have a water bill at all. So it's kind of a big lump, $3,000 plus per month, like what we have. So the tip here is, again, you need to use a lot of water, and you need to learn how to use it safely. You need to be willing to travel and take some time off your pain work to learn this properly, to outcompete us. Or you can do what you're doing right now. Yeah, I know you heard this before. Cut the corners. You're doing it right now. Why bother? You know, just do the steam carpet cleaning, do the bonnet pad cleaning, swirling the dirt around, you know, rubbing it into your customers' rugs. They won't even know. They'll never get that close to the rug. They're not going to put their nose down the rug and know that it still stinks. They're not going to get that close. They're not going to care. Besides that, even if they do care a little bit, they're getting done cheap, because you're going to be way cheaper than us. So that's the other way, is just be cheaper. So there you go. Tip number 4, use a heck of a lot of water. Don't be afraid of it. Or do what you're doing already and be cheaper than us. Thank you.